One experience as a child I will surely never forget is the first time I laid eyes on a certain drawing. It was my introduction to the optical illusion. It's a funny thing about optical illusions. You give one the briefest glance, and you can tell instantly that it's not going to make sense no matter what. Yet, you are compelled to stare, to scrutinize it, up close. Any part of it, up close, makes sense, and so you figure that if you start up close with a very small part, and move out gradually enough, you'll be able to make it make sense. Of course it never does, and you know it won't, so when it fails to make sense, you aren't really surprised, but you try anyway, just out of the hope that you're mistaken. This particular piece was a picture of two arms, each drawing the other. Thus I was introduced to the Austrian sketch artist and painter, M.C. Escher. Since then, I have seen optical illusions of other artists, of course, but they don't compete with him. He was the king. His optical illusions are far and away my favorite works of art. But some kinds of art baffle me completely. Abstract art, impressionistic art, the stylings of Jackson Pollock, these are lost on me. Of course, this being the case, artistic types and I often have some difficulty communicating, so it's no surprise that this is how it went when I first met the YouTuber with the username Témoise Girl. Témoin being the French word for witness. Given my height, it's something of an unusual experience for me when something is over my head, but being an artistic type, her videos often are. But still, I have understood a few and found them quite profound, aside from the Vogon poetry. But wait. This is where censorship comes into this particular monologue. You see, we're all familiar with false DMCA takedown notices, false flagging, and vote botting. Interestingly, the last of these seems to have become defunct, though this may very well be a misimpression on my part. If this is indeed the case, then I credit recent technical developments. These, though, are most useful with especially large YouTube accounts like Thunderfoot, XXX the Peach XXX, and Rosa Bosha, accounts protected from lesser forms of censorship by their popularity. This is a protection Témoise Girl does not have, and so she has fallen victim. I'm told that a critic of hers, evidently motivated by some combination of caprice, malice, and jealousy, has marshaled friends and subscribers to group rate her videos down to make them less likely to show up on searches. I don't know for certain if this is indeed the case, but this explains a 2-star rating on one of her videos much better than the content of the video itself. But wait. Perhaps my assessment here is biased. I am, after all, admittedly, a little partial. Well, if that's the suspicion you have, then have a look at her work and see for yourself. Now, some of my subscribers may find this request a little wanting, but I'm making it just the same, and remember that I make it on her behalf, not my own. Let me clarify that I'm not just asking you to help me rate her back up. I'm asking you to help me make her popular. I'm asking you to help her account to grow. I'm asking you to help me bring to her the exposure that these trolls are trying to deny her. Recently, she expressed to me the sentiment that she couldn't seem to get beyond their reach. I'm asking you to help me prove her wrong about that. Have a look at her work. If you like it, rate it high, but don't stop there. Tell a few people about it, and have them tell others. And so I bring this request to a close. Those of you who have yet to tune me out, I thank you.